What's up, goats? How are you this evening? It is Tuesday, August 5th. The good Lord has blessed us in the year of 2025, and we are ready to get into the best fantasy football picks that you could possibly make out of the fourth spot or fifth spot. We'll also get into a little bit of news and notes. News just breaking right now as we just clicked live with Keenan Allen. We'll get into that. We'll also get into day two of the Warrior Bowl Diary. All coming up in just a few moments, goats. It's on, baby. It's on. Yes, sir. I've got the Commissioner Rhino here, and I've also got the one and only JX Fantasy Warrior. And of course, I am your shepherd, and this is the Fantasy Goats. And yeah, we are going to get into the fourth and fifth spot of your fantasy football draft. Whether you know you're drafting in the fourth or fifth spot right now, predetermined, you definitely want to listen to this. If you do not have a draft spot as of yet, well, there's a good possibility. A 2 in 12th chance. Don't fault me for that math. That you could very well be drafted out of this spot. No, but not to worry, not to worry, because we're going to examine one of our latest mock drafts that we had last week, and we're going to take a look at again, so some of the good, solid picks where we are drafting these guys at the floor with plenty of room, plenty of potential to outperform this their particular ADP. And then opposite of that, some players are being drafted a little bit too high, or being drafted at the absolute ceiling, Rhino and
Right.
JX, where there's not much room for them to go, but possibly down. We don't want that in fantasy. We want to fully optimize points. Points are everything, right?
Points are important.
Points are very important. I heard touchdowns are important too. We want people that are going to score touchdowns. JX, what's going on today, man?
Hey, nothing, man. Just wanted to get caught up on that Keenan Allen news, but of course, another day. Blessed to be here. Man, I'm kind of feeling like you guys. I got my first redraft coming up here uh, next week on Monday, so I'm there to take over and show them who's boss and put my foot down and add another Infinity Stone to my gauntlet because I am Thanos at the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
Damn skippy you are.
Yeah, you remind me of like I don't know if it was what like Street Fighter or the other one where like one of the fighters like reaches into the person's like chest, rips out the spine altogether.
Oh, Mortal Kombat,
Hey, there you
yeah.
go. I feel like that's you. Like you're not even you are showing no mercy whatsoever, like no prisoners whatsoever, and it's just like it's Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
it is. It is.
Rhino,
What's going on? What's going on? In the middle of
how
the Warrior draft?
how are you and the donkey and the Rhino today,
Doing good. Doggy's doing good, man.
and the dog? I forgot about him. Her. I forgot about the dog. All right.
Doing good, man. There's a little bit of smoke in the air because there's another fire out in my area.
Oh, I
So,
thought you were about to give us some training camp news. Well, you just
oh,
said smoke.
yeah.
I'm
So
waiting.
the smoke.
We're waiting
Yeah,
for smoke. We're
yeah.
waiting. We're waiting.
Smoke
We're waiting.
is 3 years, 33 million, 23 million guaranteed for Mr. Kyron Williams. Mr. Kyron Williams.
Is that a done deal?
It's a done
That is
damn
a done
deal.
deal.
Yep.
Is that what they
A lot,
negotiate? Say,
a lot of
is that
uh,
what,
a lot of Rams fans are crying in their pillow right now, hitting it. thinking, I thought it was going to be Blake Corum starting this year. Shut the hell up. It was never going to be Blake Corum.
Look. I don't want to play the devil's advocate. I don't. This is a good day for the other half of the Rams fans. There's no rule against them putting in another running back in
It'll be Hunter. It'll be Chuck Hunter.
in some sort of rotation with Kyren Williams. Just because they gave him that money doesn't secure him for 80% of the snaps.
No, it better not.
Yeah.
No.
But it was a good day. It's a good day for Kyren. Congratulations on his 3-year extension. How much was that? Give me that number again.
$23 million guaranteed.
23 guaranteed. How much annually?
33, 11 million.
11.
Yeah.
So that's what Breece Hall and that's what James Cook are looking for.
Yeah.
More,
Exactly.
No, they're looking for more than that. I think it's a cheap deal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It is a very team friendly deal, but at the same time, you get paid what you're worth. You're not at the higher tier of running backs, so you're very capable. You're very good, and we appreciate you for it. So this is what we're going to offer you. And he took it, and I appreciate him for that.
And he's a team leader. He just needs to hold on to the ball, right, Jax?
Listen, I would have no problem.
All is forgotten in Rams land if he hangs on to the ball.
I want Kyren Williams to do nothing but prove me wrong. I want him to take the doubters and me and show me that everything I think about you is wrong. Now, if he proves me right, that's another story of another day.
And you also said something which is important. You said that he's not in that other tier of running backs.
No, he's not.
Okay, but in for football sense, for football wise perspective, what's that other tier? That other tier is of the Saquon Barkleys and Derrick Henrys and Christian McCaffrey tier. After that, and maybe Jonathan Taylor might be a tick or two below that, or he's in that tier.
Yeah, he's below a tick below that, but Gibbs,
but at the same time, Kyren Williams, if you stack his production over the last couple of seasons, 23, 24, he truth be told, I don't know if Breece Hall or James Cook really deserve that much more money. I don't. But, I mean, now that you have one player that's kind of setting this new batch
Kenneth
of
Walker,
contracts.
too. Kenneth Walker's in that batch of people that...
Kenneth Walker's in that batch. He is. And so is Rashad White's in that batch, this 2022 class. I had a pass on Kenny Skywalker today.
No,
I had a pass on him. Yeah, it hurt.
Did it hurt you?
No, that hurt.
As he was staring at me, I'm staring at him, and I was like, "Damn it, man! Damn it! I can't deal with this again. Can't deal with this." I've got him on I've got him on 2 dynasty rosters, so I know I've been with him through every injury report. But Rhino, who do we take? We took Trevion Henderson.
Did you really? Good job.
We're going to stand on Rhino's business is what we're going to do. There's an excellent chance that Ramondre Stevenson just flat out loses this job.
But he just got paid, though, so that can't be the case.
There's a chance.
I think it's, like I said, I really do think it's going to be a more split backfield than people assume.
Yeah.
I really do believe that they want somebody that can pound the rock to just control the game. As explosive as Trevion Henderson is, he's not that. He's not controlling the game. He's there for, explosive plays and making people miss and catching the ball in the backfield. Ramondre Stevenson definitely going to roll.
I'll take that in a PPR format. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
And who's to say that he doesn't turn into like a competent, above average dude that could run outside, not necessarily someone that's just going to start busting through tackles, but rather, turn the corner.
Yeah, he can.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Again, for this type of format and this type of league, would he normally be my RB1 of choice? No, but in the fifth round, when I'm building it in a certain way with heavy wide receivers and strong quarterbacks, yeah, I'll take it. I'll kind of sort of not punt at the position, but call it a zero RB build.
Yeah.
Right, Goat? What is the Husot doing, Mr. Husot? Me and the Mr. Husot. We were busy last night in the lab. We were busy working on some sort of silly ass league that we have on Saturday. The silliness of silly. You want to know how silly it is? That you have one bench and you can only draft one quarterback. That's how silly of a league this is.
You have one bench spot.
One bench spot
Oof.
and a positional limit on the quarterback. One.
Oh wow, that is different.
It's only $10.
I'm gonna leave for $10.
Huh?
I'll leave for $10.
You gonna leave for tomorrow?
Yeah. Sunday. Is that the day? Is that the day? Go Sunday. Let's get into this draft. Out of the 4, out of the 5. Let's get this bad boy up. Let's get this bad boy started. So, I mean, you've got a couple of like, I don't want to say no-brainers because
There's a few no-brainers I was looking at earlier today.
yeah, there are a few no-brainers, but at the same time, there's some tricky ones as well, which we're gonna try to wrap our minds around, especially right here. We'll start over here at Team 4. The selection is Saquon. Okay, I get it. We all get it. But JX, there's a case that can be made as to why you should not be drafting Saquon here. We should be maybe taking a look at some of these other guys. Not all of them. Okay, it's not like saying, okay, well, if you're drafting 4, I mean, conceivably, logically speaking, everybody you could draft, right? Like you have the whole entire draft in front of you.
Yeah.
But no, it would not work like that. There are a few guys here that could possibly go ahead of Saquon, but why? Why would we want somebody else ahead of Saquon?
You want to go first, Jax?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, statistics and trends are not your friend in this case. Guys who run for over 1,500 yards, have over 1,700 yards of scrimmage, they are doomed to repeat and generally have 50% less production than what they had the year previous. Like I said, this is the part we hate about the game. Like I said, about Ken Walker, but you never wish injury on anybody. You never wish any ill, but it just kind of happens when you run for that many yards and you put up that type of season that Saquon had. There's only one person that's done it, like I said, within the past 10 years, and that was Derrick Henry. He ran for 1,500 yards the previous season, and then the next year he ran for 2,000 yards. Like I said, as good as Saquon is, and I do believe he's top 3 most electrifying running backs in the NFL, he's also never had put together back-to-back fantasy seasons either. So, just on history, just not on his side, unfortunately.
And see, I like Jefferson, Gibbs, or Lamb right there myself, especially Gibbs because just of the receiving upside of Gibbs, and we know he's dynamic, and we know what he can do, and he hasn't even scratched his surface yet. What he can turn into. He could have an RB1 type of season.
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback off you. Yeah, I mean, CD Lamb there that's available in that 4th spot. I just feel like you have to take him. He's bound to kind of do what Saquon did last year. Your quarterback's back, your O-line's better, you have no running back. Don't overthink it. He's going to catch the ball a lot. He's going to get a lot of receiving yards. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, no, Rhino hit the nail right on the head. I mean, like Jameer Gibbs is offering you more upside to get into that vaunted RB1 conversation
Yeah.
by the end of the season. It's like, okay, there's only a few that could do it. Jameer Gibbs happens to be one of those candidates that can finish off RB1. We saw what he could do in 2 seasons now, entering his third. And what is even more appealing to me is the fact of not just that he can catch the ball, that he's a fantastic receiver. There's if you're reading the tea leaves properly from the head coach Dan Campbell and the new offensive coordinator, it's like they're kind of like they didn't use the word diminish, but it reading tea leaves,
Right.
David Montgomery's role is getting reduced to something else, where there'll be times where we run out a 1-2 punch. That's not what they were saying last year. That's not what they were saying in 2023 when David Montgomery. We
Right.
love David Montgomery. David Montgomery is so important to this team.
Mm-hmm.
David Montgomery is going to have his role reduced. And I also love the fact that once his role is reduced, I think Jameer Gibbs is still on the field for most third downs, most passing plays.
And you kind of saw the writing on the wall a little bit towards the end of last year, even when Montgomery came back, because you saw that Gibbs was getting a lot of those goal line carries, where before it was mostly Montgomery getting those goal line carries too.
Will the offense regress to an extent? Yes. That does not necessarily mean that that Jameer Gibbs' production will regress. Here's the other thing. Back to Saquon again, being drafted. There's no room for him to go. He can't go higher than 2,000. He's not going to go higher than 2,000. I'm not trying to knock anyone that wants to get a piece of lure. Okay, because there is something about like where like you've got those that are drafting him are drafting him because they think that Saquon is going to be able to buck the trend.
Right.
So even if he does buck the trend and stays healthy, okay, you still got to be able to now get another 2,000-yard season out of 17 games.
Yeah.
That is a
Get
feat,
another 2,000. What's more likely is that 1,500, 1,400.
Yeah, exactly, and that's still a good season.
This is
Yeah.
still a round one, maybe the beginning of round two type of running back. As long as if under 17 games, that would be, I would say, miraculous.
Yeah.
The fact of the for me, yeah.
And aside from just all the rushing yards he had last year, he's not. I mean, he is, but the Eagles don't use him as a receiver much, so that kind of takes an element out of his game, where he's going to run, of course, but he doesn't catch a lot of passes for the Eagles.
No.
No, absolutely not. All he did was break off 40, 50-yard runs, and when Jalen Hurts wasn't, getting his ass pushed into the end zone, Saquon was rushing it into the end zone out of like the 5-yard line. That's the whole thing, right? If you're drafting Saquon, you have to cross your fingers for a full 17 games, and then you're just hoping that you're not going to lose any more than 500 to 600 yards. I'm not faulting anybody, not blaming anybody. I'm not looking down at anyone that wants a piece of Saquon. It's just there's no real room for him to go where there is room for Jameer Gibbs to go. We can see CeeDee Lamb and room for him to go from last season back to where he was in 2023.
I mean, if I'm drafting
can't doubt
from the
it.
9 to 11, 12 spot, and Barkley's there, I'll probably grab him at that
Oh
spot.
yeah,
You know,
We have-
absolutely.
But we're gonna get into the draft though, Jason Goat, and that's okay. You don't like this one. This is why it's a mock draft, right? You may not like this one. Look, I went through a few of ours. Like I went through the last one 2 weeks ago. Blah, blah. I did try to find the best one where we could sink our teeth into a good amount of picks with the draft. So, like, yeah, no, let's get to the floor. My favorite floor here was Travis Hunter in the 6th.
yeah.
Now that's a perfect floor. It is. And under a perfect, okay, I'm going to stop using the word perfect, but under a good build, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, they are probably at their ceilings. And we're going with Brees Hall, who's probably at a floor, kind of priced right in the 3rd round. We know Joe Shiesty. DJ Moore is probably priced right. Travis Hunter.
Yeah, especially the news breaking out that he's listed as wide receiver 1. You know,
No. That's
He's first team wide receiver.
first team. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nonsense. So Liam Cohen was on the Rich Eisen show, I think yesterday, right?
Yep. Or this morning, either one.
Yeah, he was on the Rich Eisen show. There's some really good nuggets. And Rich Eisen, is going to ask. They're not like difficult, tough questions, but the question is perfect to try to get a deeper glimpse into what we should expect. Travis Hunter, he thinks, like you could see Cohen's eyes, like trying to figure it out, factor all this stuff up. 80% of the snaps. Oh no. Let's say he gets 80. Let's say he gets around 85, 80 snaps. We should expect 80% of that on offense.
Perfect.
And then when it comes to defense, look, Travis Hunter is trying to do whatever he can to play
both.
every snap, and they're holding him back just to at least protect him from himself, or just to see what he could really do. Nevertheless, if you've got a bona fide wide receiver 2, maybe a wide receiver 1A on Jacksonville, and here's the other caveat, by the way, that's coming. Travis Hunter is a fantastic selection in the 6th round of your fantasy football drafts, especially if you're drafting him now where it's going to be a flex or a bench play. Here's the other caveat. Trevor Lawrence isn't out of the woods here. He's not out of the woods. Rhino, they were talking about how they're working on the footwork, they're working on the rhythm, they're working on they're working on everything to at least have Trevor Lawrence. The best way I can say this is like they're trying to like recreate his processing.
Right.
Where he's got to have the right feet pointing in the right spot for multiple parts of the progression and scheme and concept. The only good things I heard really regarding Trevor Lawrence was like he is hardworking. He wants to be great. He's tough. These are good qualities. These are good attributes. Is that somebody I want to draft? No, we're not out of the woods yet with Trevor Lawrence.
No.
They are working on Trevor Lawrence. How about that?
Yeah. And that's just something you don't want to hear, going into year. What year is it for him now?
20
5?
20 or 21.
Yeah, so it was a year 5 for him. He's already had 2 other head coaches, so it's like he's had 2 other ways or philosophies of hearing things, and now it's a 3rd time, and it's like, oh no, we gotta scratch all that, and we gotta do it all over again. So we're gonna figure footwork this way, like and as like just as a player, like that gets almost mind numbing to some point. It's like, man, I just want to play, and hopefully he just takes everything that the coach is telling him and keeps improving. But, I don't know if we're ever going to see the best Trevor Lawrence.
No. And, again, I think they brought in the right guy. He's from that tree, your tree, the goat tree. Look, I mean, we got to see. We're gonna have to see how it plays out. He's got two very talented wide receivers around him. One being Travis Hunter. Oh, and here's the other thing, folks, and I believe it's on our NFC South preview. I know where we talked a little bit about Dimey Brown.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a little bit about Dimey Brown. Well, who do you think is going to be on the field if Travis Hunter is not? And Brenton Strange.
Yeah.
Brenton Strange. So they spoke a little bit about how he's still learning two new guys as well. Apparently, Lawrence and Brenton Strange weren't on the field at the same time last year.
No.
So Brenton Strange. Now again, maybe even more so than Dimey Brown, because we know how much Lawrence depended on Evan Ingram. All right, let's get to some other parts of this draft, Rhino. Give me someone that you like. Give me someone that you love. Someone that's priced right. Someone that's priced wrong.
All right.
Anything that you like.
I like Jaden Daniels.
Give the coach something.
Fourth. I really like Jaden Daniels in the fourth.
Jaden Daniels in the fourth round.
And I'm not a fan of Zay Flowers in the sixth. They could have gone Caleb Johnson right there. Had a nice running back room with Barkley and Caleb Johnson. Zay Flowers worries me just because it's not his fault he's up and down. But one week he can have 8 catches for 125 yards and a touchdown, and next week he'll have 3 targets and 1 catch for 5 yards.
Yep.
So it's too wishy-washy for me to draft right there, especially if I could get my second running back right there in Caleb Johnson. But Jaden Daniels, that's a great spot for Jaden Daniels.
I do think that as well. With the like I said, with the Zay Flowers pick, he's just one of those players where he doesn't have to be great for his team to win, and that's just the unfortunate side of picking in this kind of range. But also, just Zay Flowers, like they could win 40-0, and Zay Flowers could catch 1 pass, like you said.
Yep,
so
exactly.
That's just kind of the reality of the situation.
It's maddening, man. It's just, I finally gave up last year, traded him.
I wanted to send this tweet out on Sunday because Zay Flowers and someone else was being interviewed by the NFL reporters. I think Zay Flowers still looks like he's 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He still looks like a baby. That doesn't take away from his playing ability, but like he just like I don't know, like something is. He's good, but it's not someone that I really want to roster, nor is it someone that I have rostered. Yeah, and I love that call. Yeah, if that's where I'm drafting, Rhino. Yeah, Caleb Johnson is my guy. I was looking for Caleb Johnson a couple of hours ago, and I'm like, damn, if I don't see him here, that means he's on the board somewhere. And he was. I was looking for Caleb after Trivion. I love that call. And
I also like where Xavier Worthy was drafted too, because I think he could exceed that ADP.
That would be me.
Okay, that's you. Never mind.
Yeah,
that's a good spot for him too.
Good pick.
I like Pollard too.
If I'm not making the right picks here, then we have a problem.
The one that I would probably just reconsider a little bit. Like I said, no shade for any draft position. The one where we have Javonte Williams, where J.K. Dobbins was taken
Yeah,
two
yeah,
picks
yeah,
later.
yep.
I mean, J.K. Dobbins is the lead back in Denver. I think he's going way too low. And I'm not saying he's the lead back like he's going to, but he's going to have a significant role for the Denver Broncos, who have arguably, the best run blocking offensive line in the NFL. And J.K. Dobbins has showed us enough last season that, he still has some juice and, hopefully can remain healthy. But I mean, I think he could absolutely just obliterate the ADP he's at right now.
Yeah, that's a good call. I saw that too earlier. And then Mixon, guess that's a good spot for him at 8. But
Oof.
still,
That's that.
I think I'm still waiting on him. Still waiting on him, especially because he could have gone Tracy, or he could have gone Mason, or ETN right there, and been better pick. Especially because Mason, they're saying it's going to be 1A, 1B, and that, and he's younger.
The Joe Mixon pick in the 8th round is the perfect example of why the expression exists, "buy the dip."
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is right there. Because let's say that the foot, there is something funny about it. I'm not sure how injured it is, or what extent it is, but we do think that Mixon is going to get on the field, right? I mean, he's going to get on the field at some point, and if he returns to Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb doesn't ever return back to the Chubb that we used to know, the only other person that's standing in that dude's way, Woody. But again, fine. Do we think? I mean, are we expecting Woody Marks to take on a full load?
No, but Damian Pierce came off the pup, so now you got that right there too. So who knows?
Yeah, Damian Pierce is fighting for a roster spot.
Yeah,
and he probably will make it just because of this Mixon injury. But again, would it shock anybody? Like by next week, all of a sudden, going into the second week of preseason games, Joe Mixon is now activated. He's off, and now he's going to be practicing, or he's going to ramp up. It's not going to surprise me.
I wish they would just let him go. Let him go. It's like they know how, how talented he is. He just doesn't want to give it to anybody else. I just think it's of course a bad scheme for Damian Pierce. I mean, but like I said, they have 3 running backs that they're really invested heavily into, and he's just not part of it, unfortunately.
No.
Let me bring up, because I did want to re-examine this DJ Moore pick, and it's interesting because we had a DJ Moore question yesterday, grouped in with a bunch of other receivers who we were going to take. Well, grouped in with Ted as well. JX, you remember who we said? Like, would we go DJ Moore, Ted, Evans, and then DK, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I probably would have done in this round if I'm really looking for a wide receiver 3 that's safe, because I'm not sure how safe. Well, DJ Moore is probably safe. All right, let me rephrase. DJ Moore is probably safe, but I don't really know how much upside DJ Moore has anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go safe, I probably would have gone right over here to Devontae, to the GOAT of GOATs.
I think either Devontae or Pickens.
Not a big Pickens. I'm not a big Pickens guy, but yeah, Pickens is okay here as well.
Even Calvin Ridley too.
I probably would have done the Devontae Smith here. If I want a wide receiver 3, playing in a good Eagles offense.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would have changed there. The Travis Hunter pick. Once, all right, Jordan Addison's off the board. I wouldn't have wanted Olave. I wouldn't have wanted Jacoby Myers. Rome Odunze's off the board. I would have loved that. So now that, again, yeah. So that's why I'm perfectly fine with the Travis Hunter was a slam dunk for me. Joe Shiesty's a slam dunk for me. It's a good draft.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really,
so like
it's a good draft.
in
Real
the
upside.
second situation, right? Because you're talking about drafting the third wide receiver. What about the current fourth pick? He didn't pick his second wide receiver until the fifth. Do you like that pick, or would you probably try to play safer there? I mean, I think he kind of went high risk on the younger guy. Because you just don't know.
Yeah.
But how would you have played that as your second wide receiver in round 5?
I would take the upside of Tet.
To
Yeah. Over DJ Moore and Pickens and Devontae Smith. Yeah.
I'm probably taking the upside with Tet being, what we think to be is the alpha wide receiver 1 in this Carolina offense. Yeah. A target hog in this offense. I'm probably taking that upside. And I'm still going to stand on record. I'm stand on some business. I'm also a believer in Xavier Legette. But ever since Tet was drafted that high to this team, I'm sold. I'm bought in. Other than that, I mean, again, these are both are good drafts. It's just a matter of now we're trying to fine tune to see where maybe some guys don't get picked here, don't get picked there. Once you get into a certain round, also like 9, 10, that's when of course we're looking for those dark sleepers. We're looking for the dark throws, all upside, all talent, all the time. Now everyone weighs talent differently too, right?
Yeah.
absolutely.
And value differently. Well, you shouldn't necessarily. Value should be uniform, as far as I'm concerned. Let's talk. Okay. I don't want to poo-poo the Jaden Daniels pick. I don't. And he's going in a round that's better than where it started. So that's why it's better.
Mm-hmm.
You still got Scary Terry that's being scary somewhere else. I don't have a good prospects for this Commanders team altogether. We all saw what happened to CJ Stroud in his second season. He lost a bunch of players. Telling me that this can't happen.
Yeah, but Washington's offensive line is better than Houston's offensive line was last year.
What if the center goes down? What if the left tackle? What if the left tackle loses an eye?
Oh my gosh!
It happens.
Throw a flag in his eye. The ref throw a flag in his eye. Or something?
It happens.
I know it happened to a Raider.
Maybe someone stabs him. Maybe someone stabs him in the eye over dinner. Someone wasn't there a Raider that lost his mind and went to Mexico the night of the Super Bowl?
Yeah, Barrett Robbins.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that reminder.
Stab with the T-bone at dinner.
What I'm trying to point out is that things happen, right? Shit happens.
And you can say that to any player on this board.
Fuck yeah.
So,
excuse my language.
But the other side of that is Jaden Daniel is a lot more mobile than CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
So him having he has a better offensive line, but if it was in the same scenario, Jaden Daniels could get out of that situation a little bit better. I also believe that Jaden Daniels isn't as dependent on Nico Collins like CJ Stroud as opposed to Terry McLaurin. There's been many games last year where Terry McLaurin was nowhere to be found. I mean, 1 catch, 2 catches, 5 yards, 10 yards, and they won. They clinched the playoff game against the Falcons. I remember this like I was yesterday because I thought, man, Terry McLaurin against the terrible Atlanta defense should be able to get 5 catches. No, he had 1 catch that game. They won that game, and we're telling the story now. So with that being said, I mean, there's some guys that's been in camp that's really showing out. The Robert Shooter drafted from Virginia Tech's looking pretty good. I mean, he had a great connection with Noah Brown. I mean, we'll see how it goes. And of course, my favorite guy, Ben Sinnott. Can we get some Ben Sinnott targets, please? Please, Jaden, please.
The lawman.
Preach, brother, preach.
They call him the lawman, Ben Sinnott. look again. It's not. It's not that I have a crystal ball and I'm predicting it. I'm not here saying that the Commanders are going to be shitty or lousy or lose every game. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just playing. I'm playing the other side of the coin.
Of course, gotcha.
Playing the devil's advocate. Everybody thinks that let me put it. Let me put it this way. It's something that has happened. Did anyone have the Commanders winning that many games or going that far into the playoffs last season?
No.
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
All right. I mean that's what I'm trying to say.
It is interesting watching like his ADP settle. Because I remember last year, I think I picked him in the 6th round, and only picking him 2 more rounds ahead, I still think it's a great value for him.
Yeah.
And here's our friend Brees Hall that we were talking about at the top of the show. By the way, folks, did you guys give us a like? I know that you are all subscribed to the Fantasy Goats YouTube channel. You guys are the goats of the YouTube channel. So just hit that like. Let's get this show into the hands of those goats that may need to hear from us. I need some advice. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow. Speaking of our friend Brees Hall at the top of the show, I mean, yeah, look, we're hoping for a significant rebound from a miserable 2024. I mean, where he came off of a fantastic season the year prior. We were pegging him to be RB1. We were drafting him like as such, early 1st round.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a bad situation that took place. I don't even know if I could blame Rodgers. It's just the organizationally, that was just bad. And he got a little banged up. I don't want to fully chalk it up to injury, but yeah, he did play hurt or he did miss a game. It never came about for him. Now look at where we got Brees Hall, folks.
And I think we talked about this last night about Brees Hall too. Is
Thunder and Lightning?
Thunder and Lightning is there's no reason why he can't next year possibly be back at the very end of a 1st round, at the very beginning of the 2nd round. He has that potential. He proved it 2 years ago. It's like you just said.
Absolutely no reason. We've seen it. We've witnessed it. Great vision. He's got good long speed. Great hands. I mean, what else could you ask? I mean, he's basically a home run threat.
Do you guys hear see the clip with Aaron Glenn talking to him and telling him this is how we're going to use you, this is how we're going to use you? He came out a couple of days ago.
No.
It was pretty telling. And it's actually reassuring Brees Hall. Okay, we're going to use you this year. We're going to use you. We're going to use you this way and that way. And he's type of running back that can take the hand up and go upfield and bam, touchdown.
Yeah. And I think there's going to be a good, healthy amount of rushing volume.
Yeah.
Rushing volume.
Yes.
You don't really hear that so much nowadays. All we hear is passing volume. There's going to be a healthy dose of rushing volume between 3 individuals. All
Well,
going to be beautiful.
So I'm saying if the training camp reports are true about Justin Fields, there's going to be a whole lot of rushing attempts by everybody. So
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. But they show what he said. They went 13 for 43.
Yeah, he just hasn't been complete a whole lot of passes in training camp.
I'm not sure how much I'm buying into that. He's learning a new system. He'll get it right.
Of course, yeah. But
But
also,
plus he's throwing the receivers that aren't used to him throwing the ball to him, except for Garrett Wilson.
yeah. But it is what it is. This team is built to run the football. They drafted offensive line to run the football.
Yeah.
They drafted a tight end to run the football. Unfortunately, he got injured today, but they draft. Yeah, he got ankle sprain. Mason Taylor. Yeah, Mason Taylor got ankle sprain today, unfortunately. But they drafted a tight end to run the football. Like everything is predicated on the football. I expect him to run the football a lot.
There he is.
Oh yeah.
There he is, Sniper, just for you. Yeah, so
When Aaron Glenn said this is going to be a three-headed backfield, everyone said Isaiah Davis. No, it's going to be Braylon Allen, Brees, and Justin Fields. 3 running back sets.
I mean, I understand why some would, call out or nominate like Isaiah Davis. We were doing the same thing when it came to CJ Spiller. We did, we're nominating we're nominating number 3s on the depth chart. I mean, there's 3 on the depth chart for a reason that we may not know of. Or how about this? It's just like the other 2 just maybe, perhaps, are a little bit better at something. Like if RB1 goes down, RB2 goes down, guess what? I don't think it's not often that you see RB3 all of a sudden now become Gale Sayers or Derrick Henry. It just doesn't happen like that. What else? We have anything else? Anything at all? We talk about Keenan Allen.
Let's talk about Keenan Allen. Like I think that's big. That's big news, and I think that affects everyone that you're going to draft as far as the Chargers. Keenan Allen is a target hog, and he has the best rapport with Justin Herbert. Is Ladd the same? Like, is Ladd still a second-round pick? I don't. It's tough. It's tough for me right now.
Now, so okay, my thought is the fact I think maybe they brought him in. Was it a 1-year contract?
Yes.
Okay, so 1-year contract.
$8
million. To help Trey Harris, to help.
That's kind of high.
$8
million?
Can I finish?
Yeah, that's kind of high. I think that's kind of high for.
I know, but they need a veteran presence.
Yeah,
wide receiver presence, because look how young it is. You have Ladd McConkey, and then Quentin Johnson, then LMS, and then Trey Harris.
They brought in. They
need a veteran. You need a veteran presence, and then he is so dynamic at route running. He can help these young receivers just get that diced in. Just dive into that and get them dialed in for that. And then, hey, at the end of the year, retire as a Charger.
I am all in on him being a veteran presence for the team.
Yeah.
But for fantasy purposes, he's going to play the slot. And it's kind of the same thing with JSN, right? Like, you didn't bring this guy in not to play the slot, like Cooper Kupp and Keenan Allen. These guys are not speed demons anymore. They're only about route running. They're known for being tough as hell, catching the ball across the middle. Like, that takes away from Ladd's opportunities where he's best, because he's also best in the slot. It's just scaring me half to death, because he had 120 targets last year. Even if he has 80 targets this year, that's
lousy.
Okay, so he had 120 targets last year. He had DJ Moore and Donze.
Yep.
That makes a bit more sense why he probably had, because of his leader, veteran presence. So they're not going to give Donze that many targets, and plus it's a crappy ass offense. So they needed that. I think Keenan Allen will play. I don't think he's going to start.
You don't think he's going to start? Oh man, I think he's going to be running with the ones here soon. Like, give it 2 weeks. I really think he's going to be just inserted right back in, and I think so.
Here's the reality of the situation as I see it. Okay, you have a stud in Ladd McConkey. Okay, I think the signing and bringing back Keenan Allen is more of an indictment on the depth So you might as well just bring in the guy that they used to have, that they know front and back. It's also an indictment on, like, okay, we love these wide receivers, these two young studs, but we don't know I don't know how developed they're going to get right away. They need
Trey
more
Harris
time.
has good. He's probably one of the best route runners. He came one of the best route runners that came out in college last year.
Is he?
I don't know about the other kid.
Is he one? Okay, is he one of the best route runners at the pro level? That's what they're probably asking themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's why they brought Keenan Allen in there, is to help him further him along.
So, like, again, I think it's A, partial indictment on their depth. B, indictment on, okay, well, I don't know if these two rookies, the Keont Lambert, whatever the hell his name is, because I don't even know his name. He's coming on out of nowhere. That dude and Trey Harris, will they be 100% Charger Jim Harbaugh ready week 1? Answer, doesn't look that way, Jim. Okay, fine. But they will be ready. I think they're going to be ready by week 4, week 6, right, Jim? Right, Coach? I think they're going to be fantastic, Jim, by like week 6. Okay, let's bring in Keenan Allen. B, the indictment is also on the quality of their other receiver, Quentin Johnston.
Yep.
They know what he has, and he's had two years of tape. They don't want to just roll him out 100% of the way with Ladd McConkey. So yeah.
No. So I mean, so you could see Ladd and Trey Smith and Keenan Allen, but you know,
they let Palmer walk.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that was if Palmer was still on this team, I don't think you see Keenan Allen right now. I don't think that's necessary. It's a matter of depth and perhaps the good.
He does have good. He does a good rapport with Herbert, but
He has great
a
rapport with Herbert.
A whole new system that he's going into too.
Understood, but when you can close your eyes and throw it to where somebody's going to be, I mean that is something you just can't teach, and unfortunately sometimes you can't wait on. I'm looking at targets they had last year. Ladd had 112, and Quentin Johnson had 91. So Quentin Johnson's not getting 91 anymore.
No.
Look, I think Keenan Allen can get 100 targets in this offense, man. I really do. I just don't know where this puts Ladd. I don't know, man. Like this really like kind of shocks their offense up for me. It really does.
No apologies, Mr. Magic Coat. You don't need to apologize to the Shepherd, the Rhino Commissioner, and the James Fantasy. We appreciate you being here, Mr. Magic Coat. 100 targets for Keenan Allen. That seems a little rich, and I'm not that worried about Ladd. Not. I know Ladd's most natural spot would be the slot, but I think Ladd can line up anywhere.
No, he's and that's another thing opposed to JSN. Ladd is an explosive athlete. He is a 4-3 guy. He is I can agree with you there.
I think Ladd just has to take on the other role, the other wide receiver role, more than he probably anticipated, but I'm pretty damn sure they wouldn't have done this if they didn't think he could. Quentin Johnston now comes off the field a little bit more than he was scheduled to.
Yep.
Trey Harris doesn't necessarily see the field as much as he was probably slated to start. Again, it's not necessarily an indictment on the dude's talents. It's just a matter of where they are in the developmental stage of this whole thing. Now that we are crunched into go time, baby. Go time, Mr. Magic. I'll rewatch it later because I want to know the 5-spot layout. I'll put it up for you right now and watch it later.
I'm still drafting Trey Harris, so where he's at.
The 5-spot. He wants to see the 5-spot. We're going to show
it. Try and get him a little later now.
Maybe.
Yeah, we might want to.
We'll see. We'll see.
Mr. Magic Oat wants to see what the 5 spot looks like. He's going to see what the 5 spot looks like. It was Justin Jefferson, and then back-to-back wide receivers is pretty strong here. I can't be too mad at that. I'm probably doing Drake London here, or Ladd. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm glad Ladd fell to me here. Brees Hall this is your RB1 in the 3rd round, without a doubt. Joe Shiesty. How do you like Joe Shiesty, Mr. Magic Coat? He's gonna throw for 40 touchdowns, and he's gonna get us close to 5,000 yards. Him and Pat Mahomes. It's the season, baby.
Wow, I just realized.
It's the season.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. What were you looking for?
No, I thought I saw something different. You said Joe Shiesty, and I thought that was Joe Shiesty in round 3. I'm like, wait, hold on. No, that's Josh Allen. I'm confused. That's my fault. I'm confused. Don't mind me.
That's my job to be confused, not yours.
Oh, the tight end was punted on with this team. Tight end here is Jonnu and then Ferguson. And look, you're always going to get a manager or 2 even that do punt the position. If there's enough depth where there is enough depth at the tight end position like there is at the quarterback position, you could wait for Njoku in the 9th. You could wait for Tucker Kraft in the 9th. Here's Jonnu Smith and Jake Ferguson. I mean, there's enough depth. I don't like AJ Brown for people. As crazy as it sounds. I'm not an
He
AJ
blew up
Brown.
with a hammy injury.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that big of an AJ Brown guy myself. I'm more of a wait for Devontae Smith guy. And if AJ Brown continues on with that bad hamstring, guess what we've got? We've got the Slim Reaper.
Yep.
Oh my God, I can only imagine the Slim Reaper for X amount of days, X amount of weeks, I should say. Mr. Magical, I don't know if we're going to be pumping out a mock this Friday, but if we don't do one this Friday, we would be doing one in 2 weeks. But if we do one this week, we're not going to do one next 2 weeks. Or maybe we'll just continue to just do one every week. Who knows?
Are any of you back on or let me say, does Jonnu Smith intrigue you?
No.
He's intriguing me. He is.
Because of Arthur?
Yeah. Arthur, and I'm hearing he's out there running 4 personnel, 0 running backs, 4 tight ends. I'm hearing, man, like he's moving him all over the place. I mean, maybe he's going to be a weapon for the Steelers. Maybe. I was high on Roman Wilson early in the fantasy process, but like I said, just the more I'm hearing about it, looks like Jonnu Smith might be a part of the offense to a high level.
Yeah. It's hard for me to get behind any Steeler at all, with the exception of one rookie running back.
Yep.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, like there's a soundbite that, you know, Pat Fryermuth is the guy for the Steelers right now. The guy. You want to talk about some smoke? I mean, he's like a veteran. He's a veteran for the Steelers, for Christ's sake. I mean, like, who else is on that team? Except Jalen Warren and Pat Fryermuth and Cam Hayward and TJ Watt. But who's the guy on offense for the Steelers? Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah.
Well, it might be Johnny. Look, Arthur Smith brought he brought him in for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
He brought him in for a reason.
I just think it's a really good dart throw at this point.
No, it is. Definitely is.
RBs for pick 5 already made. The RBs for pick 5. Yeah, I get that also, Magic. I would not have taken Aaron Jones. No. I may have done DeAndre Swift there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I may have done DeAndre Swift there. Mixon in the 8th round isn't terrible.
No.
In the 8th round, I mean, I'm in a draft right now. It's a much different format than a regular redraft. But and I was contemplating Mixon in like the 6th or 7th, and I'm like, you know what? If he's still here now, he might still be there around later.
Yeah.
And he's falling because of it. If Tracy wasn't taken the pick before, then I mean, okay, this is a little bit better. I don't know about that. Correction, not better, but perhaps more upside here. Perhaps. Scroll up. Okay. Let's scroll up. What are you looking at, Magic Goat? What are you looking at? Is this where you're drafting? I think this is where he's drafting. Here it is. Here it is, my friend. I could send you this link, as a matter of fact. Chase Brown over AJ Brown. Brown over AJ Brown. So this strictly comes down to how you want to build the team at this point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And your scoring.
Yep.
Having Chase Brown as this dude's second RB is filthy compared to this is equally pretty strong. Having AJ Brown as your second wide receiver. Now again,
if it's like, even half PPR league, I'll take Chase Brown over AJ Brown because the fact that he catches the ball, you get a lot more volume out of Chase Brown than AJ.
Mm-hmm. I said no, of course. But I mean, I'm just looking at the way it's coming back around. Man, if you could have picked CD at 4 and then Drake at the second round pick, that would have been absolutely just.
well,
whew.
when you're drafted with a bunch of savvy goats, it's difficult to be able to get every single player that you want. Brees says the RB1 is all right. It is. Look. This is exactly where he's been going. This is exactly where he should be going right now. This is our potential home run pick.
Yeah.
It really is. This is not this guy. Look who took him.
You're right. That is not a home run pick at all.
This is not
It is not. It is a grand slam, clear the bases pick, okay?
This is not a home run.
That's
what the hell?
Feet
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I would have done. I'm drafted in the 11th. I'm gonna go with Puka. I'm gonna go with Nico, and then see Marion Hampton's off the board. Brees Hall's off the board.
Yeah.
Probably. I would probably have to go Kenny Skywalker. I would probably have to.
His feet are on fire. He has fire feet right now.
Yeah, he's not that healthy. I get it. I know this, but Alvin Kamara and that team's not healthy. His team's not healthy.
But he's gonna get a lot of targets.
The Seahawks,
right, Jax? Right, he's gonna get a lot of targets.
The Seahawks are healthy, but the Saints are not healthy. You got Travion Henderson in the 5th. I mean,
yep.
You almost could have bet you could have flip flopped that. All right, guys. Yeah, no, it gets a little. If nothing else, if we do one more of these types, where we analyze the mock, then we should probably take a look at what's going on at the back end, the 11-12 or the 10-11.
Yeah,
this just looking at this mock, this looks like a freaking war zone.
It does.
Pick 11 is good. See, everyone else pick 11 is good. The 11th overall pick is good. This is our very own commissioner, Mr. Magic Goat. The commissioner himself. Well, he didn't have a chance at CMC. Josh Jacobs, if he wanted to get an RB1 there. See, maybe that might have been an option. You've got your RB1. You wouldn't have needed Alvin Kamara there in the third round.
I mean, he just knew that he was going to get an excellent player at the third
The
round.
Puka Nico stack there is just as good, if not, could be potentially better than having someone like Jefferson, AJ Brown. It's not going to be as good as Neighbors McConkey, but that's pretty damn good. It will never be nothing. Nothing. You could have put Chase. You could have put Chase over there with Puka. It wouldn't make a difference. Henderson gonna stun a lot of people. I hope so, Mr. Magic Goat. It's like a war zone over there, Goat. It's a war zone. It's tough because again, you're taking a huge gamble with CMC. You've got Rashee Rice is gonna get suspended any day now. The next shoe is gonna drop. I hope the NFL gives him 3 games. What do you think Rashee Rice is going to get in suspension?
I think 4.
Beginning of the season.
What?
Rashee Rice? Oh no, I don't think he's gonna get suspended.
Is he going to get suspended at all?
He's going to get suspended. Just now we're trying to figure out how many games.
3.
Why isn't he going to get suspended? Because he's going to go do jail time sometime in the next 5 years.
I'm just saying, I don't think he's going to get suspended.
He was speeding on a highway. He can't handle a really expensive car, so he crashed it into other cars. Those people got hurt.
This was his first.
Those people got hurt, and instead of hanging around to wait for the cops to fill out an accident report, what did he do?
Yeah,
He
it looks
left.
terrible.
He
Looks
left.
terrible.
I'm just saying, don't be surprised. And I'm with you, Jason. I think he can give Genty a run for his money for this year too. 100%.
Yeah, yes. Marion Hampton looked like fire the other night. In like 2 carries, he looks really good. He looks like a pro.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I said to myself. This dude looks like a pro. You know how the camera was like, behind him before the snap? He looks like a pro already. He didn't look like Isaiah Pacheco back there. Some guys are, they're built different. They're built bigger. They're not slender.
Oh, he's a big boy, man.
No, he did look like James Cook or Kyron Williams. And again, not throwing shade on these guys. Marion Hampton looks like a professional. He looks like he already looks like Devon Achane. He already looks like Jonathan Taylor, that size. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he's built like a brick.
6-game suspension. I hope it's not 6. I'm thinking that they give him the same. I'm hoping that they give him the same 3-game suspension, and the NFL looks at it as, okay, well, he took this plea deal in court to get it taken care of, admit his guilt. He's going to do some jail time. Let's not fuck him up worse. Knowing the Chiefs, it will be 3. Yeah, let's hope for 3. We want the Chiefs to do well because we have their players. We have Pat Mahomes. We have Xavier Worthy. We have Rashee Rice. We expect these guys to be good for us.
If you're drafting, get Jalen Royals at the very end of your drafts.
Yep. A lot of high praise for Jalen Rose.
Yeah, a lot.
In training camp.
It's a good move.
Of course it is.
Oh, it could be worse. Could be worse. You could be drafting like Christian Kirk. Could be worse. All right, guys. Luther Burden in the 10th round here. Out of the 4th spot, Luther Burden in the 10th round. Okay, on one hand, we could say that's a dart throw. It is. I'm going to buy some smoke. I'm going to buy the smoke. Luther Burden looks good in training camp. This dude is not. He does not fit the bill for me. He does not fit the bill because he doesn't do enough to warrant him being on the field.
Mind you, this when we did this mock draft, this was during the time where his highlight reel was running every day.
Mhm.
So I also do believe this is a pretty high pick, but I wouldn't fault anybody for taking him that high.
Well, I mean, let's take a look at this. I wasn't planning on talking about plays this far down, but while we're here, I mean, hell, if I want a bear here, if I want a piece of this Bears offense, Bears, I would take Colston Loveland over Luther Burden there. Yeah, so all right, he's got Trey McBride. That's why he didn't do Loveland. I would have taken Loveland if I didn't have a tight end yet.
I think they're in the same situation, honestly. I really do. I mean, they're either or. They're the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth option. One will have 1 week, another one may have another week. I don't think nothing is sustainable with either of them right now.
Yes.
I mean, it kind of.
So with that volatility, I mean, again, it's bad enough or tricky enough where we have to decipher between whether we want to draft DJ Moore, whether we want to draft Roma Dunze, which one are we taking DeAndre Swift? All these other players in the pecking order. Now we're going to try to figure out, Luther Burden. Yeah, Colston Loveland. Take off. Yeah, no, you're right. It's like 1 week one guy, the other week the next guy. Very volatile. See, we don't have that same type of volatility when it comes to the Giants wide receivers. We just don't. We don't have that volatility when it comes to the Cowboys and their receivers.
No.
We know who the dog is. There's a lot of volatility with the Raiders and their pass catchers. And I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm staring at Jacoby Myers right now. I'm staring at Dante Thornton.
Man,
I'm staring at Jack Besh. I'm staring at Brock Bowers. There's a lot of pass catchers there.
Dante Thornton is making me a believer every single day.
You're not alone.
Every day. I'm like,
they're
like, there's no way.
You're not alone.
I don't know.
I'm starting to believe.
Yeah, Raiders might have got them one. I really do think that.
They did.
They got them two because Jack Besh is he's really good too. But the steal, he's looking for real, man. He's looking for real.
100%.
All right, guys. It was a fantastic show, as usual. Fantastic, right? Mr. Magic Goat, if you want, I could send you this mock draft link. You can take a look at Study the Board, or we could just look. We'll be doing another one. We'll definitely be doing another one. But for the rest of the week, be on the lookout for the next divisional preview. Should be the NFC or the AFC North. One of those two. They'll be up on the channel no later than Thursday. But we will be back by Friday live. Answering all your questions for the GOAT of goats. All these goats, man. Appreciate you, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
Big time goats. Oh man, you know how many wins we're gonna have together? The amount of wins, the amount of celebrations, the amount of all that.
Yep.
And
I'm ready for it.
drum rolls. Holy shit. All right, guys. Appreciate you. We will see you again later on in the week. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe. Don't buy too much smoke. Trusted, verifiable sources for information
Yeah.
and reporting.
Be a difference. Make a difference, everybody. Be blessed.
Go Cubs.
Don't forget about the Cubs.